Welcome to 2-Minute Excel Tutorials, helping you learn to do something in Excel in about 2 minutes. Did you know that you can assign names to cells in Excel? Suppose we have these three constants and we have a bunch of x's for which we want to calculate this equation. For this cell, if I click here and then click up at the top, I can see the actual equation. Hitting escape gets me out of there. Now suppose I want to fill this down. Excel gives garbage because these constants are changing. They're not really constants when you fill like that. So let's undo that. I showed you in a previous lesson how you can use the $ to fix these cells. But you can also name them. If you right click and click on Define Name, we can name this cell. Excel is smart enough to know if you have something equals, it will pick that as the default. But you can name it anything you want, although there are limits. If I name it A1, it won't allow me because A1 is a cell. I can name it A_1. That's okay. I'll call this one B_1. Instead of the whole workbook, I'm going to pick just sheet 1. I do the same for constant. If you ever forget the names that you assign, go up to Formulas and Name Manager. It'll tell you all your constants and their scope, which means to which worksheets they apply. Now let's change our equation. Instead of D6, I'm going to put A_1. D7 was my B1. And then D8 was what I called constant. I get the same answer. Now when I fill down, it works. What's really cool is that I can copy this sheet, right-click, move or copy, create a copy, OK. Notice that I have another sheet 1. I'm going to just slide that over. You can also rename these by right-clicking and rename. Right now everything's identical between these two. But if I go back to Name Manager, it duplicated all these names. Notice that B1 and constant are different in the two sheets. Now in my 2, I can change B, for example. Let's change it to 1. Notice that everything changes here, but in sheet my 1, B is still 2. What about this cell in my 2? We had called that one A1. That's this one. Now there's a new one called A1 in my 2. Let's delete this one. Yes. Now A1 should be the same through the whole workbook, meaning all sheets. Let's check it out. If I change A to 0, it changes everything in my 1. And I can make this A anything I want, and it's not changing the answers because that A is now fixed to the value I assigned here. Assigning names is very useful when you have long sheets and you don't want to go back and click on a cell. Instead, you can just type in the name. Hope this helps. Thank you for watching this video. Check out my YouTube channel for more videos.